It's the NFL on EA Sports, and everyone's watching Kene Nwangu. He comes into this one second in the league in rushing with an eye on becoming #1. It's the Falcons and the Saints, all that and more, coming up next.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one is when these guys, they know.
Just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Dotson, the man in motion. They'll run it with the Boston College bruiser, A.J. Dillon. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Dillon. This will be a Saints 1st down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
He'll complete that to his fullback. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A 1st down throw for Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Dillon. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. 7th play of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Here's Mahomes. He gets that to his big target, Fant. And he's going to have a Saints 1st down as they get 4 on 4th and inches. They try the right side with Dillon. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Patrick to throw. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got it at the 7, and they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They'll motion a tight end right. Here's a run. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquill.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
The Falcons set to take over here on offense. Leading them out, the quarterback out of North Carolina. Greg, it is Sam Howell.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even keel. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Howell. This one complete to Washington. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. To throw is Howell. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 9. They'll throw with Howell. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. The Falcons getting their punter out there. And back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. And the first carry for Antonio Gibson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Again, here's Dillon. And just a short pickup there to the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That'll be complete to Gibson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. Duvernay with the grab. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Joseph's kick is good. And the Saints will take a 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Falcons offense and Sam Howell heading back onto the field. And he's putting together a remarkable season, currently leading the NFL in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Higgins sent in motion. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's the punter now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Duvernay to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Saints offense. And Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. He has played well all season long, entering this final stretch of games in December and January as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. First play of the drive, and here's Dillon. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. It's another go with Dillon. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now a 3rd and 2. Throwing is Mahomes. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Give up the middle to the big back, Dillon. And he'll get about 5.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the 1st down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. 3rd down and 9. Mahomes back. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The Saints lining up in punt formation. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Falcons offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. Throwing is Howell. He'll get that complete. That's Justin Watson. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
A carry here for Brown. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Jones. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Man open is Jones. He's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now give on the ground, and he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Back to throw. Howell. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. On comes the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Saints offense ready for this next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. That's caught by Dillon. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Running here is Dillon. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8. Throwing now, Mahomes. This one is caught by Dotson. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. Here's a 3rd down and 4. The tight end Fant in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. The open receiver is Dotson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Connected with the tight end. That's Fant. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Straight ahead, they go with Dillon. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now, Mahomes. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the goal line and in. Cooper Kupp. Touchdown, Saints. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Joseph's extra point, up and good. And the Saints are out to a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. They'll stay on the ground. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Howell. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Howell. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. That's Washington, the man in motion. Here's Howell. This one complete to Washington. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. That's Washington, the man in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot for Watson. Back to the sideline and intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. And the Saints are going to have it just past their 25. They'll start this drive with a run, and it's Dillon. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. Mahomes now on 2nd down. Quickly to the outside and complete.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he is going to have the Saints first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On 2nd down, it's Dillon. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And the Saints first down. Duvernay in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Patrick to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. A carry now for Gibson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. For the middle, it's Kupp. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Taking up, and he's into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, New Orleans. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop him.
At the 28-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. And a short field awaits. Fair catch taken on this side of midfield. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. 14 yards on that pass play there. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
14. First down, Saints.
They'll send a tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Dillon. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw is Mahomes. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Gibson. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The tight end Fant in motion. Here's a run. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
At the 11-yard line.
Putting the tight end in motion. One more time with Dillon. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down. Mahomes back. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints open it up a bit further. They now lead 20-0.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. 1st down throw. Mahomes. That's caught by Dillon. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A tight end in motion now. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Mahomes. Duvernay with the grab. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw to the back of the end zone. He's got it. Cooper Kupp. Touchdown, Saints. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Joseph's extra point up and good. The Saints able to add on. It is now 27-0. This returnable from the 4. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Falcons offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now it's Howe. He'll air one out for Higgins. He's got it. And he will go all the way. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Atlanta. The extra point is good. And the Falcons are able to edge a bit closer.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Saints offense and Cooper Kupp heading back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Every team understands the value of generating explosive plays, but there's a flip side. The quarterback can only hold the ball so long with how good these teams are rushing the passer. So when you can check the ball down short and gain all the yards after the catch, man, what a weapon for an offense.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. This one intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And the Falcons are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. So we hit halftime with the visiting Saints in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the visitors from the north, the Vikings, who were able to get the road victory. Josh Jacobs, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we'll jet north to Ohio to check in on the Browns at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Mario Douglas, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Bryce Young leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. In that first half, it was a veteran quarterback who led the charge. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense, and I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense, and it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Now, faking the give. This one complete to Washington. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard.
At the 43-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a first down. To throw is Howell. Quick throw here is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the Saints' 38-yard line.
They'll throw with Howell. To the left side in the hands of Watson. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Atlanta. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints' 23-yard line.
Howell. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's Washington, the man in motion. Here's Howell. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Zay Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Now Blankenship for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense, over 300 yards passing in the game, and has been sharp right from the start. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. The tight end Fant in motion. A give. Here's Dillon. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Mahomes now on 2nd down. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now Mahomes. He finds Cup along the out route.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Mahomes now to throw again. Got his man at the 6. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down. They'll run with Dillon. A second effort, and he is in. A.J. Dillon. Touchdown, New Orleans. Here's Mahomes. That'll be caught. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Back to throw. Howell. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down. Throwing is Howell. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Now a run on first down. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop him. Here's Howell out of the pistol. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. That's Washington, the man in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. The Falcons send their punting unit out, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to... First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. The throw on the run is complete. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
The tight end Fant in motion. They'll run it. It's Dillon. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Mahomes now to throw on second down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Cup in motion. On third down, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep to the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Joseph's extra point up and good. And the Saints will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and T. Higgins set to take over once more. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
That's Washington, the man in motion. Now it's Howell. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now a give on the ground. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage. And that is it. It is 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
To throw is Howell. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Justin Watson. Touchdown, Atlanta. No problem there on the extra point. And the Falcons are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
It's another go with Dillon. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At their 49-yard line.
They bring a tight end in motion left. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down.
Complete to number 83.
So these two teams take the long walk to the... From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. It is brought in the end zone. Cooper, Kupp, touchdown Saints. His big game continues. His 3rd touchdown this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams that final push for postseason berths. They'll set up the screen to Brown.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. They'll throw with Howell. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 36.
Here's Howell. This one complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with a run, and it's Dillon. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Falcons offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. He's going to air this one out for Jones.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. That's Washington, the man in motion. Howell. This one complete to Washington. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good for the Falcons. First and 10.
Throwing is Howell. That one complete to Watson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's good for the Falcons.
Back to throw. Howell. Catch left side is made by Higgins.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
That's good for the Falcons. First down.
They'll look to throw again. This one complete to Hayward. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
That's another Falcons first down.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
And he'll get beyond the marker before giving himself up. That's a first down.
That's another Falcons.
Now it's Howell. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Justin Watson. Touchdown Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First play of the drive, and here's Dillon. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Right back to Dillon. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. One of the tight ends motions right. It's a run out of the gun. Here's Dillard. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Here's Dillard. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Third and 9. Now, Mahomes. There's that man again. Another catch.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. To throw is Howell. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. This one downfield, taken in by Higgins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Back to throw. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got the first down and more than that. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. They'll throw with Howell. This one caught at the 4. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score. And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay that he'll stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Saints offense and Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Now the Falcons will use their third final timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. And it is a season.